does that mean you're still uncertain whether Russia is negotiating in good faith?
Well, the intelligence community has not made an assessment that the Russians have definitively decided to take a military course of action in Ukraine. So as things stand right now, Russia has the opportunity to come to the table as we go forward to deal with the very real concerns that we've put on the table, that Secretary Blinken has laid out publicly, and to negotiate in some of these areas that we've just been talking about. If Russia chooses to go a different path, we'll respond accordingly. But basically, we are still at a moment where we believe a path of diplomacy can operate in a way that vindicates and reflects our interests and principles, and we're prepared to work with our allies and partners on that. I think we're united with the European Union, with NATO, with Ukraine, with the rest of the countries of the Euro-Atlantic community on the notion that there is a diplomatic path forward here. We are also united with our allies and partners that if Russia chooses to go a different way for whatever reason or no reason at all, well, we'll be ready for that.
Ambassador Michael Carpenter is offering a different assessment. I'm sure you heard him say that the drumbeat of war is sounding loud and the rhetoric has gotten rather shrill. So do you agree with that or disagree?
Well, the Russians have put tens of thousands of troops in and around Ukraine and occupied territory relative to Ukraine. So it is certainly the case that the threat of military invasion is high. That's why I've stood at this podium repeatedly over the course of the past few months, warned about that, and laid out what would come as a result of that in respect to a response by the United States and our allies and partners. So there's no illusions on the part of the United States government. There's no illusions on the part of any of us who have been dealing with this issue about what the prospects are for potential conflict and potential military escalation by Russia. The point that I would make today is that the United States and our European allies and partners are prepared for multiple different eventualities, an eventuality that has us at the negotiating table working on these issues in a serious and substantive way, and the eventuality that has us responding to what Russia does in a clear, effective, forceful way that imposes significant costs on Russia for any action that it might take. Yeah.